been officially more than 2 years since I invested in the M3 Pro MacBook Pro, and with the M5 series currently out now, it got me thinking, what should you actually expect in the long term when you put your money into a MacBook Pro? Now of course, these devices don't come cheap, so treating it like an investment is the right mindset. So the real question is, does the value for money actually make sense? Alright, so 2 years ago, during my search for a perfect laptop as someone who wanted to take YouTube serious and also a computer science student in college, I knew I needed a machine with a reliable battery life, outstanding performance, good display, portability, and a practical form factor. There were a couple laptops that ticked the box, but the most complete one for me at the time is the base M3 Pro MacBook Pro. So here's what my experience has been like on a long term. Alright, so first off, in terms of specs, I've got the M3 Pro MacBook Pro with 18GB of unified memory, 11-core CPU, 14-core GPU, and this base model comes with 512GB of SSD. I have been using it since its release in 2023, and for context, every video that has been uploaded since I had 1000 subscribers was edited on this machine. My unit comes in the space black colorway, which goes really well with the design and form factor, but as for how it's been holding up over the years, I would say it's still in great condition even though there are a few scratches on the chassis. The body is made of aluminum, which is a durable material, but because of the space black color, I started to notice scratches in areas like the port, which is obviously from constant usage. It's not something you would notice at a glance, but with an up close look you can tell. Other than that, it still feels intact and sturdy overall. This is a laptop that was built for longevity if you take good care of it. Every component of the body works perfectly even after 2 years, and I am confident that I can get another 3 to 5 years out of this if I continue to maintain it, of course. One thing I appreciate so much about my M3 Pro MacBook over the years is the port selection and display support. 3 Thunderbolt 4 ports that support fast charging, external displays, and also fast transfer speeds, a MagSafe charging port, HDMI port, SD card slot, and an headphone jack. I am always connecting some sort of accessory to this machine, and port availability is something I never have to worry about. For the most part, I have my M3 Pro MacBook Pro docked on my dual display setup when I need to lock in, and it powers every single item you see on here, including the MorningBlues SonicGlass A1 speaker, which is my latest addition to the setup. Now, this is beyond just a fancy speaker. It's an art piece that has contributed to the aesthetics of my workspace, and I believe it will be a nice piece to add to a dream home decor. It has a premium build that is made of oxidation resistant tempered glass, with the main highlight being the transparent display made for real-time lyrics while playing music, and it actually does way more than that. It has a whole built-in system that works via Bluetooth with customization on the MorningBlues app. You get to choose how the lyrics are being portrayed from 14 dynamic mood lyrics effects built on songs and data gathered from loads of music playbacks. The SonicGlass responds to the rhythm and pace that gives you a whole new vibe and music experience that actually transforms my mood for better. It even has this AI feature called Scene Sync that analyzes music genre in real time and generates a matching visual experience to adapt to the tone of the music. Now, the app can do more than just customize music lyrics because it's user friendly with other mood changing features, with the first being the Clock Lab, which is basically a home screen with different time visual to match the aesthetics, and my favorite is this world time phase. Then we have got Studio Lab for adding pictures from your gallery, which you can actually get creative with, and my favorite feature being the Serene Lab. This takes the SonicGlass experience to another level. With a variety of built-in ASMR sound library, you can set up different focus or relaxing modes, and they actually sound like the real deal. Check this out, I could choose this ambient rain sound when I want to feel relaxed or need to take a nap, and within a few minutes it starts to feel like it's actually raining outside, hence making me feel calm and sleep ready. Same goes with the other available sounds within the library. The outcomes are just crazy. The SonicGlass is not just a fancy speaker that looks good with flashy features, it also produces great audio quality with clear and balanced sound. I am talking about party level banging noise. Its hi-fi sound quality provides audio that fills a large room to boost the whole energy and vibe, with 3 tuning modes to choose from. The sound that this thing drops is beyond just a vibe. The MorningBlues SonicGlass turns out to be the perfect speaker I never knew I needed until I tried it. It's gonna be an art piece with clean aesthetics that can fit into any home or workspace. You can also get the Music Hub C1 to wirelessly control the speaker by installing your favorite music app, and has unique feature of its own, making you free from using your phone. I'll leave a link to the SonicGlass speaker in the description down below, and a huge thanks to MorningBlues for sponsoring this video. Alright, so back to the MacBook. Connecting to my dual display is probably my most effective use case of the ports, as I am often editing or multitasking on my setup, and it has been working perfectly till date. Now, this is a 14-inch laptop which I consider to be the sweet spot for portability, weighing just 3.5 pounds and isn't too much to carry around. I've been throwing it in my bag with other accessories and camera gears without feeling too much pressure. If you have been watching my vlogs, you will notice that I sometimes change location when I need to work on the go, and the M3 MacBook Pro at 14-inch has been easy to commute with, which is where I put the built-in components to use. The built-in Liquid Retina XDR display with ProMotion makes it reliable to work on creative tasks like photo and video editing on the go. If you are big on color grading and image quality, you will really enjoy this display. Images look vibrant and sharp with accurate colors most of the time when I'm not in the studio and need to work on a thumbnail for my videos. This display makes it so easy. Consuming high quality content on here is very intuitive and feels natural. Plus, it gets up to 1600 peak nits of brightness outdoors, which means you could use this conveniently regardless of the lighting condition. I'm not gonna lie, I struggle a little with the 14-inch screen real estate because I'm used to working on a bigger display, but it's not something I can't handle when I need to. And bro, the audio quality of this thing is insane. Check this out.
Insightful, something great to learn from him. So even while I make my protein shake and just chilling, this is when it's perfect to wear the open dots too, you know, chilling at home.
It is very audible, and even if you were to go for like something like music, so yeah man, this is literally the craziest speaker I've seen on a laptop so far. Alright, so moving on to other physical components, the Magic Keyboard still feels intact and tactile to type on. It's not one that wears off over time, and the key travel still feels like when I just got it. Typing on here feels satisfying for a low profile keyboard, and this is one of the best I have seen on a laptop. Trust me, I have other comparisons. Same goes with the trackpad. I still get the full haptics and it doesn't feel stiff even after using it for more than 2 years. I would prefer to use my mouse most of the time, but on days when I forget to carry it along with me, this is something I can fully rely on and still work flawlessly. Now, since we are still on the topic of working on the go, something I've never had to worry about is the battery life of the M3 Pro MacBook Pro. I think this is one of the strongest suits of MacBooks in general. I would usually get a full day of usage on just battery alone. For example, when I leave for school in the morning or just happen to not be at home, there's no need to panic if I can't find a place to charge. Now, I'm not gonna lie, the battery life is not as good as it used to be when I first got it, but still, it's not something I noticed to the point where I feel like I need a new laptop. As long as I start my day with a full charge, I should be good for the rest of the day. The crazy part is I usually leave it to charge for weeks, sometimes even up to a month while it powers my setup. The good thing is the new generation of MacBooks don't get affected by overcharging. The battery stays ideal while it's docked and just powers the setup like it's a desktop computer, so the battery is not affected. Now, before I share my experience on the performance, here is a brief of what I use the M3 Pro MacBook Pro for. Aside from constantly editing these videos for you guys to watch, I am also a computer science student in college and I build softwares on the side with my friends. I use Final Cut Pro to edit my videos, edit photos on Lightroom and Photoshop, run programming projects on editors like VS Code, Anti-Gravity, Xcode, and also run iOS simulators on the side. So for the most part, I have to multitask for an effective workload regardless of what I am doing, whether it's programming or creating videos. None of these tasks phases the M3 Pro MacBook Pro in the list, no matter how far I push it. And for me, this is a big deal because it already takes a lot of effort to cook up these videos or build a software. So the last thing I want to worry about is a laptop that lags from time to time. As biased as this sounds, it's hard to find a laptop that would outperform these Apple Silicon machines because of how smooth they run. As you guys know, I constantly try to push out these fire videos, so my Final Cut timeline can get really crazy as I edit for hours. I'm talking about chopping up 4K clip shots on S-Log 2, adding color corrections, graphics, video effects, and even audio EQ for sound enhancement. In my experience with this MacBook for the past 2 years, it never slows me down or lag even when I'm working for hours regardless of what I'm doing. Keep in mind that I could be having other softwares running in the background, like an abandoned programming project, Lightroom, Photoshop, and even multiple Chrome tabs running for research. Not once has the fans go off due to overheating under pressure. Of course, it has gotten warm a couple times when overloaded, but not to the point where it gets uncomfortable to touch the chassis. And as you guys can see, it also powers 2 displays while doing all this. In my opinion, this is as good as a laptop can get as far as workload is concerned. Of course, we don't test games on MacBook since most of them are not supported, but remember, you are not buying this to play video games. So the fact that this is a base model from 2 years and still running this smooth makes me wonder how good the new ones with much powerful specs will perform. And for most people, I doubt that you will need anything more powerful just based on my experience. The reason why this laptop is able to stay this efficient is because Apple Silicon chips use something called dynamic caching. Dynamic caching intelligently allocates memory and processing power where it's needed the most, so the machine is able to stay power efficient without putting pressure on the laptop. Plus, it uses swap memory from the internal SSD whenever the RAM is fully utilized. I also have a Windows laptop which I use for gaming since I can't game on here, and it also has an amazing performance. But if I was to have one laptop for everyday use, it would have to be the MacBook Pro. I think for anyone who is looking for a laptop for longevity, you can never go wrong by investing in a MacBook Pro, and if you have the money for the latest one, I would say go for it. My investment in the M3 Pro MacBook Pro has actually changed my life, contributed so much to my career, and it's safe to say that I've actually made the money back. Overall, I think MacBook Pros are good on a long term. I can still get a solid 3 extra years from this, so I don't see the need to upgrade anytime soon, except for the sake of content, of course.